The first thing that I notice as I wake up is a sickly, sweet smell. It's by far the best smell that I've ever known. My stomach rumbles in anticipation. I try to run, but notice that my legs don't move like they used to. I look down and see for the first time that everything looks black and white. There is no colour. Panicking, I search around my body. I find a bite mark on my wrist, and that was when I remember turning. I was in a group with 2 other girls and 2 boys. I was on a mission to find food and medicine. Stupidly, I walked into a hospital alone and desperate. It looked completely abandoned and was deathly silent. Not even a whisper of wind was present. I got through the doors fine, or so I thought. I guess the squeak was louder than I thought. Looking around, I noticed that the hostel walls and floors were smeared with blood. The stench of death was so horrible that I immediately started puking and thus was ambushed by a horde of zombies. They tore at my flesh hungrily. I screamed in fear and pain and struggled to get away, slowly sinking into despair. One ripped my finger off and another devoured my stomach. My intestines were left hanging from the zombie's mouth as it got its fill. How could this be happening? How could I have been so stupid? Am I going to be one of them? Will it hurt? I have so many questions and so little time. I fought them off as long as I could. I wanted to scream again, but really, what would have been the point of that? I was going to die anyway. Fear never really crossed my mind. All I remember after that was intense pain, and then I passed out. Glancing at my finger and stomach, I see chunks missing, confirming my memories. I still smell something sweet, and I am so hungry. I stumble around and somehow knock myself into a door that breaks open. I look around and see pouches or something. That sweet smell is so thick here, and I stumble up to one and greedily rip it open and slurp up the contents. But my hunger is still not quenched. I roam around the room, splitting open package after package, and still I'm not satisfied. I suddenly hear a squeak of terror behind me. "Abigail," I hear someone say. For a moment, I freeze, thinking about what to do. I recognize Carl's voice, and for a second I feel something that I can't quite understand, but the hunger wins out. I turn around and jump on him before he can run. I yank out the soft skin on his neck and devour it hungrily. I desperately slurp up the warm blood and intestines, eager to get my fill. Only when I am finished is my hunger quenched, but only for a moment. Feeling stronger, I stand up and search for my next victim, knowing that the hunger I feel will never quite be satisfied. Down the streets I roam, no particular destination in mind. I am joined by others like me, but I keep my distance, for I do not like to share. I know only one thing for certain, and that is hunger. I can feel it from the tip of my toes to the top of my head, and it consumes me. I need flesh.